All right, so let's talk about 3 things I do financially with every paycheck that helps me accomplish my goals, save and invest, and still enjoy my life. I've discussed this a lot on TikTok. That's my jam. Follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna put that somewhere on the screen, but it's also in the description. But yeah, let's get into it. Number 1 is that I review and adjust my budget because we all have bills, but a lot of us don't actually utilize a budget. I'm not saying I'm perfect with it, but I always make sure to at least review it. And I adjust it, meaning that if I know that a certain bill is variable, meaning that it adjusts in price, I need that to be accounted for on my budget. And that's what helps me to keep my money in line. A budget is meant to be adjusted. It's a living, breathing document. Ooh, I sound like I'm at work. But it's a living, breathing document. So I make sure that I revisit mine consistently and I adjust it for things that are happening. If there's a trip that's happening, if I need to make a big payment that I didn't prepare for, that needs to be accounted for in my budget. And I always make sure that I do that. I also, number 2, pay myself first. So that is something that's fixed, meaning it doesn't change. I always put money into my high yield savings account. I actually have that sent to a completely separate account, so it never gets into my banking, my bills account, because if it did, I probably would spend it on something else. So that money is already accounted for as soon as payday hits, and it's going directly to Marcus. And if you don't know what a high yield savings account is, I'm gonna link the video somewhere on the screen, but it's also linked in the description box. A high yield savings account is better than a traditional savings account because you earn more money on it. I'll just say that. It's not an investment, it's strictly a savings account. You just have a higher yield. So watch the video on that and I dive real good into it, baby. So I pay myself first because paying myself first allows me to save. Anything could happen. I've been laid off before. Many people have been laid off. We also have emergencies, life emergencies, house emergencies, health emergencies, and I need to make sure that I'm covered. So my emergency savings account is through Marcus. And if you are interested in opening a high yield savings account, that referral code is linked in the description. But watch the video first so you understand how it works. But I have to pay myself first because if not, all of my money will go towards things that don't matter. I know that every month I have to pay bills. I know that I need to be saving money to cover myself. And that's what paying myself first allows me to do because I am looking for an investment property. So my money for that is also being saved in that high yield savings account. Number 3 is that I automated my investing. I used to not do that. I do that now though because life be lifing. Like things always pop up. So a few investments that I'm automating are number 1, index funds. And I have a whole video that I'm thinking of doing. Let me know if you think I should do it on how I use my high yield savings account to invest in index funds. It's still fairly new to me, but if you're interested in hearing about my experience, just let me know in the comments. Hey, you should do a video on this and I'll do one. Second is ETFs, exchange traded funds. I do work with a financial planner to manage those for me. I've been working with him for 5-6 years now, and he's managing that portion of my investing. Actually, I think I do have some ETFs, but most of them he's managing. I'm managing my index funds. Both are automated. And to break down the cost of what that is, when I first started, when I unlocked my HSA to start investing in index funds, I had a difference of like $500 that I had to pay. So I spent that, I added that to the index fund because you have to have a certain amount in the account to use some of it to invest. So once I added that $500, I've since automated $100 from my check to go to that account. So that's less money that I'm taking home, but that doesn't matter because the goal is to retire. So when it's time for me to cash out, you know, I'll get all that. And then I also will be able to collect some dividends depending on which index fund that I go for. So my goal this year is to invest more into the index funds because there's some money there and I'm late to the party. And I don't like to be late to those kind of money parties, baby. I got a whole video about lessons that I learned That's coming. Don't worry about it. But I wish I knew about index funds earlier. Like it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Please research them. Check out Our Rich Journey on YouTube. That's where I started learning about them, as well as are they rich and regular? Dang, I don't have the book, but I'm gonna put the title of it. It's called Cashing Out by Julian and Kristen. I forgot their last name. Dang, I wish I had the book for y'all right now, but I'm gonna put the name on the screen. They talk a lot about index funds, and that's been a game changer for me. The next thing is Fundrise. So that's my third investment that I've automated, and I put $500 into that. So I guess to recap where the money is going and how much index funds via my high yield savings account is $100 every month. I actually need to adjust that. Number 2 is the ETFs, which are funding my retirement through my financial planner. That's $100 every month. And then Fundrise, I've automated $50 every month to go to that as well. And if you don't know what Fundrise is, I'll link my videos in the description. I have tons of videos about my experience with Fundrise. Fundrise offers private REITs. It's been a game changer for me. Highly, highly recommended. And I have a referral code to get you $50 for every new account that you open. And then lastly is I take advantage of the 401k match. Now, this is something I've been doing from the very beginning, but after speaking with a few friends who feel like they don't want to take the match because they may retire early or leave the job, or they don't want to take home less money, none of that makes sense to me. And I told them that to their face, because you are saying no to free money. If your company matches you with the 401k, at least take up to the match, because you can then take that money and roll it over to an IRA, and guess what? Now it's yours. It don't matter when you leave the company. Money is money. Your money is your money. So do not ever tell me that you're not taking a company match. Like, that don't make no sense. Why are we friends? I would never let you go out like that. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I'm doing with every paycheck. So just to reiterate and recap, number 1, I'm reviewing and adjusting my budget every check. Things do adjust when you have certain bills that are variable, and life be life, and so it is what it is. Number 2 is I pay myself first. So I send a certain amount of money to my high yield savings account. I use Marcus. If you're interested in an account, it's linked in the description. 3rd is I invest in index funds, ETFs, and Fundrise. And then 4 is I take advantage of the 401k company match, because that's a tax advantage. And I hate hearing people not take advantage of it. So if you have specific questions about your personal finances, wealth building, real estate, whatever, I do offer one-on-one Ask Me Anything sessions. So that's a 60-minute session where I can help you with whatever questions you have about personal finance, your wealth building, your paying off debt, your whatever your scenario is. We can talk about how to tackle it, or you can use that time to learn more about something that I've discussed, and we can actually do it together during that 1 hour. So that is also linked in the description if you want to sign up for that. I'm really excited to offer these because I get a lot of good questions for people, and it's hard to serve everyone online, but if I can talk to people directly, it becomes much more enjoyable, and it helps me come up with new topic ideas. So that is linked in the description if you are interested in a Ask Me Anything 60-minute session. It's just you and I, and we will talk about all things personal finance, real estate, wealth building, whatever your topics are. Your job is to bring the topics, questions, and we will discuss them. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.